Hello and welcome to Kishin Doji Zenki. I am Booster Shane, the current world record holder for this game, and I'm excited to show it off here in 3, 2, 1, speed run. This is a Game Gear game, if you can believe it or not. A lot of times I can't. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it's so sad that this was a Japanese exclusive game on a handheld device that a lot of people did not own. And if you did own one, the amount of batteries you'd have to buy just to complete a game, it would set you back. It would set you back. But we are going to show off the goods here. So the first level you just saw was a boss fight, and most of this game are going to be these platforming stages that we see right now. And anyone unfamiliar with this series, it's actually based on a manga anime series called Kishin Doji Zenki. And anyone unfamiliar with it, it's about a Japanese demon named Zenki who was sealed away for tens of thousands of years and finally is released, breaks free. And the only person that can control him is this young schoolgirl right here, Chiaki. And so for each level, oh, almost got the clip there. I was hoping we could show it off. It's a 2-second clip, but more importantly, it is the only clip in the game. So it's always sweet swag to get it and show it off. Awesome. But with each level, you can pick which character you want to play. And Zenki is actually the faster character because you can hold down the sprint button. With Chiaki, we have to fire our magic power and then hold the attack button down to sprint because we are playing on a Game Gear, and Game Gears only have 2 buttons. So very limited in what they could do, but very ambitious. Oh, come on. But we need Chiaki for these platforming stages to pick up these orbs. See, when this game was made, how the developers wanted you to play it was they wanted you to play most of these levels twice because there are different exits for each level. Most levels, excuse me. And each character, I'm going to get this safety health here, and each character can only access one of them. So the Zenki exit's actually right there behind the scroll. We can't get there, we can't destroy that block. So as Chiaki, we are going to keep it trucking, keep moving here. Awesome, we didn't even need the safety health. That's a really tight jump right there. Very prone to lots of deaths. If you don't get that short jump just right, you're going to bump your head, you're going to land on the fire, and you're going to die. But luckily we got this extra health, and we're going to pick up our second orb here. We need these orbs at the halfway part of this game to recollect Zenki, and you'll see. Oh, come on. There it is. Touchy game. Come on, where's my platform? I'm waiting on you, buddy. I love these vertical platforming stages, and very cool, different. Oh, I tried to get the backwards damage boost there. Didn't quite work out. Oh man, I'm really glad we're by the exit because we're just now biffing it all over the place. Alright, and now we're on to our second boss fight, because remember, this first boss fight, it threw us right into this game with a boss fight. And like I said before, each boss has a different power that is their weakness. And this boss's weakness is this lightning shield, which is really cool because we can actually melt this boss down if we do it correctly. Every time you hit pause, like you just saw, my power will disappear. However, on the lightning shield, it won't disappear. And we didn't get the fast kill, but we got the second quick kill there, which is good enough. And why that's important is any boss that the lightning shield is their weakness, we can use that pause strat and melt them down real quick, because pausing the game will reset their hitbox and allow us to hit them multiple times and not have to wait around like the game wants us to. Because who wants to wait around? Not Chiaki. She is fired up, ready to cut loose. This stage might have my favorite music. The sad part is we won't get to hear most of it, and we're just going too quick. It is almost worth to slow down just to hear the rest of this tune, because it gets so good and so chill. But the music on this game is slamming. Again, they went all out. This is a handheld game. You know, a lot of people probably have the sound down because you got mom and dad in the front seat yelling at you because the game's too loud, and it's bugging your sister who's trying to sleep or color or something. I don't know, I'm too busy playing this game to know what she's doing. But it's bugging everyone in the car, so could you turn the sound down, Booster? Fine, even though I love these jams, and come on guys, why are you doing this to me? This is such a great game. But again, nobody had to go this far to make this game this good. This game has no right to be this good, but it is. Take care of this guy. So yeah, we have to pick up these magic scrolls to use our special powers to get to areas just like that, to pick up an orb. And on to the next boss fight. This is definitely the worst boss fight in the game. He is a real punk. He's real bullheaded. Doo-doots. But this level has a great way of eating your jump inputs, and if you don't get the boss exactly right, like right there, I should have gotten a 3-hit on that first. Oh, and my jump got eaten there. You can one cycle this guy. It took me 3, so that wasn't great. But that's what this boss is all about. Eating our jump inputs, not scoring the full amount of hits for whatever reason. There we go. Not too bad. A 3 cycle and a 2 cycle. That definitely wouldn't be good enough if we were trying to world record PB. But good enough for now. Definitely would be great for a marathon because this boss can be a pain. Such a pain. Alright, and welcome to Desert. The only stage we will have to do twice, because we do need to access both exits. The first exit will get us to the forest level, and then we'll need to backtrack and use Zenki for the first time to get to the next exit. Hesitate there for a second. Take out that guy. There we go. Small jump. Thank you. Yeah, you have different heights of jumps, but oh, we did not want to take that hit. We're going to have to take the safety health here, because we're going to need to do some damage boosting coming up. And we need damage to boost. So there we go. There's the Zenki exit. We don't want that exit, because we're still seeking that orb. And there it is. There's the orb. There's our damage boost, and luckily we got another health here. Go banana. Our bananas are our refill for our health because they are full of potassium, and we need that. Oh my goodness. We did not want that to happen. Now we're going to have to wait on this flame thing here. There we go. Not great, but acceptable. Acceptable. Which is definitely our speedrunning creed. Booster speedrunning creed is acceptable. Alright. Gotta use our power here. I wish there was a faster way than just standing around and turning this boulder into an object we can now jump on. But we need it. We're just too short. I know how that goes. Alright. We hit the forest exit here. And now we can continue on to the forest. Oh, that's okay. It's a tricky jump. I was trying to cut it as closely as I could. But that's alright. We got some health to burn. Although I don't have any health to burn because I got too close to that. That's alright. We're gonna keep this going here. There we go. Now we're at full health. We can damage boost past all this stuff and be in a little bit better shape. It is a little bit of a tight jump there. But just squeeze on by. There we go. So this will be our last orb, and we will see why we collected all these darn things anyway. And each orb has something written on it. I wish I could tell you. Maybe an element. I think there's 5 of them. So the last one has to say love, because that's the 5th element. Alright, so now let's go ahead and show off some Zenki. I know everyone's been dying to see this little guy in action. It's almost like watching Sonic in action, because he loves to spin and he loves to go fast. So his attack is this balled up form. It's also impervious to most damage in this form, so that helps, because where we're going, we don't need roads. There we go. And you can see how much quicker Zenki is compared to Chiaki. But we needed her magic power. He's going to take a hit there. That's okay, because we are cool. We're too cool. And we don't care. Oh, get the jump. Come on. Come on, Zenki. He's a little bit shorter. So he's got trouble with the jumps. Alright, and now down to our boss fight here, which I don't quite understand this boss fight. I don't read Japanese, and maybe if I was familiar with the show or the manga series, maybe I would know the villains and would know why this next thing's gonna happen. But we have to pretty much die to this guy, but we can only die to his 3rd phase. So that was the 1st phase. So now we need to defeat the 2nd phase, but at the same time, we are going to need to tank a lot of damage here, so we can deplete our health bar to make the 3rd phase as quick as possible. So anytime you do that, it can be risky. You know, it's never cool just giving away hit points, because sometimes you need them. Sometimes we don't get to the 3rd phase on accident. But this guy always has a set time before he'll drop. That's why I go to the corner, because then I know he'll always respawn to that center. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a hit here. There we go. because we do not want to waste any time in this third phase. Boom. All right. So this is where things get interesting and a little confusing. And we're just going to mash through this, so, you know, you won't be able to read along anyway. But we're going to have to lose this part, so we're just going to hold right so we can quicken our deaths. Oh, yeah, a lot of strobe warnings through this whole game. At the end of each boss, there's probably a huge strobe. There's some right there, so please turn away. Strobe warning. But that sun is now dead. Crash landed. But we're going to lose Zenki. This game's going to tell us that Zenki's not part of our team anymore. We only have Chiaki. So he starts fading away, but we're going to mash through it so we can't figure out what the story is. And we're going to enter this boss fight. And this boss is here to tell us that you need those orbs before you can get through here. And I'm all like, I already collected the orbs. That's what I've been doing. What have you been doing? And this gal shows up, and we got to wait for her to speak. We can't mash through this. We got to wait for the black flash. There it is. Now we can mash. And now the road is built to continue the game. And we magically have Zenki back for whatever reason. Because all that stuff happened. And it was cool. So once again, Zenki's gonna just breeze through this with his speed and awesome spinning ability. Because spinning's the best. And right into a boss fight. The eye is awakened. The flame spider eye. And everybody knows that when you have a flaming spider eye, that you need to use tornado against it. And so that's what we're going to do. And so to use this power, you actually have to hold down your attack button and wait for the flash, and there's an audio cue. Sometimes that audio cue isn't there, so I wait for the flash. And you almost have to hesitate a moment, because as you saw right there, I got a flash, I let go of my action button, and I got no tornado. I'm not talking about the one I sent backwards on accident, but right after that one, I had a phantom tornado. And again, that's one of those quirks with this game. You just gotta wait just a moment after your energy bar starts to flash before you can use your powered up superpower. But now onto the dragon boss. This is a really cool boss design. And we get to use on the first phase our lightning attack. So that means we get to melt this guy down. Hopefully, if we do it correctly. Oh, a little too soon. There we go. So you can get him 3 times in a row on the before you have to turn around on a single cycle. And now we got this double-headed dragon. When you talk about double D's, this is what they mean, I'm guessing. There are the double dragon head. That's what we're talking about. Double dragon heads. So we just got this pattern here. Just hit one of the dragons, and then on the opposite side, a dragon will show up, and we can use our power against the boss. Sadly, we can't do the pause strat against this boss right there. We just every single time there's an attack, it starts the sequence over. So, oh yeah, hit right. So not much we could do to melt down their health bar. Oh, nice. We got a gold split there. We saved a second. I love it. And we're off to the final boss. And so this final boss is also like the queen of demons. So she's a... Oops. Oh, come on. A demon herself. Ah. We're trying to get her into the stun lock here, which I totally blew. There it is. Oh. So the strat there is to one cycle her. You can get her into a stun lock where she won't be able to move, to phase to the other side, because that's basically that whole fight is she's phasing back and forth. But if we stun lock her as soon as we show up, we can one cycle her, and it feels so good doing it. Ah, too soon. You gotta wait for, you gotta time these attacks just like perfectly, because if she's still flashing, we're not gonna get any hits on it. So this boss fight has 3 phases. We just saw the second phase there, and now we're on to the third phase. And then we have an extended, super extended, non-skippable dialogue scene where we think she's gonna win, that we can't defeat her. Oh, my jump got eaten there. Come on, game. Give me my jump. I want it back. Like, as soon as I'm done with this run, I want that jump back. Alright, we got all those extra hits. Totally worth it. Boom. And that is time. A little bit late. They're supposed to be on, you know, her last HP point. But as you see, it's acting like, this game's acting like we haven't defeated her. So Zenki here in his powered up form, he's saying something, you know, probably like, I can't stop her. And Chiaki's like, how are we gonna finish her off? And Zenki's like, I don't know. You know, I just threw everything I had at her, and this guy shows back up. Wait a second, I have information, because I've been kind of helping you out all along, but I'm also a bad guy. And Zenki's like, hey, I don't trust him, because I just had to fight this guy. And she reminds Zenki, hey, we used to not trust you either, Zenki. You're an evil demon. And Chiaki's like, yeah, you know, you're evil, but we were friends now, and people can change, so why don't we listen to this guy? And Zenki's like, okay, what does he have to say? I'll listen. And they like combine their powers, like Zenki and Chiaki and this person like combine their powers, because when your powers combine, Captain Planet shows up, and so they fire Captain Planet at Zenki here to get him super powered into the sun. Oh, strobe warning, flashing light warning. So many flashing lights in this game. Just leave the room during this run if you have a problem with them, because even right now it's still flashing, more flashing, and that power just destroyed right into the villain. Oh no, we're gonna have to fight her. Oh, strobe. And no, explosions with more strobe, and it's glorious, and we're gonna get some amazing end title music here. A little somber, but it's gonna pick up because we are heroic and we've won and saved the universe, and we get to see all these great game designers that put in so much time, because this game is awesome. It plays pretty well. Like I said, some inputs lost, but you know, none of us are perfect, right? But it's gorgeous. It's just graphics wise, it's a 10, especially when you consider this is on the Game Gear, and it really shows off the impressive amount of colors and palettes that the Game Gear is able to process, because it has so many colors, and it's so beautiful. And it's a shame that there's not an easier way, except for like emulator, to play some of these games. But I do hear they are making strides to get outputting devices made for the Game Gear. So maybe one day we don't have to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars, possibly thousands of dollars, to upgrade your handheld device to play this awesome game. And there we go, we got our hero shot there with the Super Saiyan versions of Zenki and Chiaki. And this has been Kishin, Doji, and Zenki. Thanks again, I'm Booster Shane. Thanks for letting me show off this awesome game. And check it out.